Farah, when we're talking about reforms here, is it enough to say that legal reforms will change the trajectory of how we view women, or is something more drastic needed in terms of cultural and social reforms?
I think the law is a reflection of where society is, and in the best cases, the law is actually ahead of society's values. So in that sense, I think legal reforms are absolutely essential as a critical first step, because they reflect a social contract of how we as a people, as a society, choose to treat our women.
Yeah.
And what we think they deserve and what laws are there to protect them, give them rights. So I think they're a critical first step. Obviously, they don't solve everything, but they are an important first step nevertheless.
And what international laws and conventions exist there in order to close the gender wage gap, specifically discrimination against women at workplaces?
So, I mean, I can't speak about foreign jurisdictions, but I can tell you that under our own constitution, which, when I first arrived 10 years ago, after studying law abroad, I was really pleasantly surprised to see how wide-ranging our constitution in Pakistan was. And our constitution and the jurisprudence that's come after it categorically says that, we have absolutely equal rights as women. We have a right to equality under the law. And that's really where it flows from here. Now, Pakistan is also a signatory to some very important international conventions, especially under the GSP Plus mechanism. We signed the core human rights treaties, and we are bound to implement them. One of them, which is the CEDAW convention, is actually up for review. I mean, we've had a bunch of our state review is coming up in a couple of months. And that's a very, very important one to watch, because that's where the state of Pakistan faces the committee and actually engages with them and tells them what they have done to have economic and social cultural rights and rights for women, and the legislation and the reforms that we've introduced domestically to live up to those treaty rights.